Hello, sunshine. So I've been thinking a lot about this the last couple days, and it's kind of this funny little analogy related to my toddler, but I figured because I can't stop thinking about it, I'm going to come on here and chat with you guys about it and let you in on how I've been feeling and what I've been thinking about with this. So recently, my toddler, who is 2, has started to learn how to ride a bike. She's also just figuring things out for herself. She's becoming like a full 2-year-old. We've had some tantrums because she's just frustrated with the level of emotions coursing through her. She's also frustrated with not being able to do everything herself and just learning a bunch of new things, right? Like toddlers are. So she gets frustrated when something happens, and the word that she uses when she gets frustrated, instead of like help me or I need help, is owie. She says owie. So every time she can't turn her bike around to go the other direction, it's owie, owie, owie. It's every time that the stroller tips over when she's like pushing her baby in it around the house, it's owie, owie. Every time that she drops food on the ground, owie. When she can't push the chair over to the counter, owie. And it's been just this recurring thing where we just kind of say to her, we're like, Lily, it's not owie, it's help me. Can you help me? And been trying to give her the words to communicate more clearly with what's happening, because in the other room, we hear owie constantly, and we're around them all the time, so we're watching them a lot of the time, but, sometimes, they're playing in the other room upstairs, or like in the playroom on the main floor while I'm cooking dinner, and I just hear owie, and I like run in there, and she dropped the fake coffee she was making on the floor. So we've been trying to give her the language to communicate what is an owie and what is a help me. And I was getting a massage yesterday, and it just hit me, this funny little analogy, that when something doesn't go the way she wants it to go, basically, it's owie, right? And it's funny because in my brain, I relate to owie as like, I'm hurt. Well, I think emotionally, she is like a little shocked when it doesn't go her way. And I think there's this little bit of like, I want to do this, but like I can't get there. Or like with her bike, she keeps like ramming it into the wall, right? And we're like, you have to turn the wheel. And so it's like doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting like a different result, expecting something different to happen, like when she can't figure it out, and it's owie. What I feel like she's really saying to us is like, this hurts. This is not what I want. Like, this is painful. This is not physically painful, but like emotionally, like, why isn't this working? Like, why does this keep happening? Why is this not going the way that it is in my head, And so it brought me to this funny analogy with life and the way that our relationship is to things that emotionally impact us, and physically too, of course, but this is more about like the mental and emotional impact of it. So like when we're doing something and we're trying really hard, or maybe we're not even trying that hard, but we like want it to go a certain way and it doesn't go that way, it hurts, right? It's like a little bit of like, what? Why? This is super frustrating. And maybe instead of, it's like, it's not owie for us. It's more like, ugh, like, oh my gosh, that makes me so mad. I'm so angry about it. I'm so frustrated about it. But we still have that kind of emotional feeling, and we're able to regulate it a lot of times and kind of come down and realize it. But it just made me think, a lot of times when we're having those experiences, the better language, the better strategy, instead of it being like, I'm just going to be frustrated, I'm going to be mad about it, is help me, right? Is that language that we've been giving Lily of like, okay, either like, how can I ask somebody for help here? How can I ask somebody to help me find a better solution for this? How can I support myself in this and make a different decision for myself? How can I see this differently, right? Instead of just feeling that owie and getting stuck in the owie and getting stuck in the like, why isn't this working? I'm so frustrated. I'm so mad. This didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. That kind of like victim state of like, why me? Why does this always happen to me? Like, why is it not working out? Instead, bringing in that language of like, how do I help myself here? How do I help myself find a different solution? How do I help myself find a different way? How do I ask somebody else for help that could assist me in those things? So I don't know if this is going to resonate with anybody, but for some reason it really clicked for me and it just made a lot of sense. So I thought I would share it with you guys. And Lily's coming in right now. So I'm going to go My 5 minutes is up anyway. How ironic and timely. I love you guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.